What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Jade here. Tonight I decided to just make kind of a random video, I guess. One of my favorite things to do is color and paint. Definitely my favorite hobbies beside writing and rapping, of course. So tonight I'm gonna choose from 3 different coloring books, and yeah, we're just gonna color something. Each one is trippy, and I probably will just go with this one, but I'm gonna show you the other 2 I have. Not really appropriate for the kiddos, so I advise not get this for them. Or whatever, you know. Alrighty, this is my newest one. I think I got this one for Christmas this year, but I'm gonna go with this one. I believe I have one already picked out somewhere in here. Yep. So what I like to do is, especially when I'm using markers, like all these Sharpies I'm about to use, I always put a few pieces of computer paper underneath. That way my other drawings or colorings, whatever, don't get, you know, messed up. Got our little water here. So what's up? What is everybody up to? I know today was a little rough. Lost a good dude today, family friend, Eric Belgie. You know, as I said in my earlier video today on Facebook, he's been my dad's best friend for about 30 years. So I spent some time with my dad today, making sure that he was all set, and just wanted to comfort him and be there for him. And yeah, so I thought that by coloring tonight, it's kind of something that's relaxing, something that takes my mind off stuff, and something that's just chill. So I suppose you won't be able to see me actually coloring, but we'll talk and I'll show you the process as we go along, I suppose. The music in the background, please do not mind that. My brother has an axolotl, so we have a tank in our living room, and yeah, that's where the water sound comes in. And also my laundry is going. Don't know why I felt the need to inform you about that, but I figured it'd be necessary. So yeah, I think I want to do another video of me showing you guys all of my paintings that I've done. I can tell you guys a quick little story about that. So when I first, not really when I first discovered I loved coloring, because I always have ever since I was a kid, but it just is super relaxing. And when I have a lot going on in my life, I like to take some time to myself and to be able to do this and just decompress. So when I was in, I can't remember if it was high school or junior high, but we had this, you know, random study halls and excuse me, and sometimes we would have this one called guided study hall, and I think that was like the first bell of the day or something. I don't really know. Anyway, there was this one teacher, unfortunately I cannot remember her name, but she was aware of some of the home life stuff that was going on with me, and she knew that I loved coloring. So instead of harping on me or being like, you got to do this, you got to do that, I was a pretty good kid in general anyway, so I never really got in trouble a lot. Although I would stick up for myself, and I would stick up for other people, even the teachers. Sometimes I would stick up for, because the kids were being jerks. Anyway, so she knew I loved coloring. She knew I was kind of under a lot of stress already, as it is. And so what she did was printed off a whole bunch of different coloring coloring papers, I guess you would say, because it wasn't a book. And she brought me like colored pencils and crayons and stuff, so I got to sit there in peace pretty much and just color and kind of be off in my own little world, not bothering anybody, just chilling and kind of doing my own thing. And honestly, I really respect her for that. I wish I could remember what her name was. Dang. But all throughout school, one of my favorite classes, of course, would always be art class. And when I got into high school, I had ceramics, which was also super badass. I wish I could have got into that a little more though, because I could see myself making some pretty cool stuff. You know, I definitely enjoyed just the calm aspect of it, and also the fact that you can pretty much do whatever you want when it comes to art, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It can still come out pretty badass, or just super cool, or even if it comes out lame, like, who cares? The point of art is to express yourself and to just to create. That's what I loved. I still love about all that. And that's why I love painting. Like, you don't need to be a professional to put some paint on a canvas. No. And that's not what I want. I don't want to have to be professional in order to make art. I just want to be myself and, you know, paint whatever feels right in my soul. And I love coloring because obviously there's already an outline, and all you have to do is just fill in the colors however you want. So you're a little bit limited because it's somebody else's drawing and you're just adding to it. But painting, really, you get a blank canvas, all the colors you can get, paintbrushes, whatever, and you can just go ham. Start from scratch. Like, it doesn't even matter. Just paint a line or something, or whatever comes to mind. And sometimes when I'm having a hard time thinking of what I want to paint, I try to just clear my head and not think at all. And sometimes an idea will come to me and I'll just start painting and it ends up looking super cool. But I definitely love the trippy art, as I've said probably a million times already in this video. I just love the colorfulness. I love how it's sort of random. Or even like the mushrooms, the funny little mushrooms. I think that is cute. So usually on these colorings, I would start by coloring in each thing, right? But then I would also kind of do my own little thing and do a background for it. I don't know if I have any examples in this book. Actually, I probably do, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna work on what we got right here. Maybe do something a little simple, nothing too crazy. Just because, you know, we'll try to make a chill video, like, so, yeah. But if you're watching this and you want to color, dude, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Do whatever your little heart desires. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, as long as you're not hurting yourself, I say go for it. I've always loved speaking to an audience or just a crowd. Sometimes when you feel like you're not being heard, like myself for example, sometimes when I feel like I'm not being heard, that's why I love to make videos like this, because then I have people out there who will listen and respond to me, which is pretty dope, because the internet is a huge place, you know. You could have 10 viewers, you could have 20 viewers, you could have 10,000 viewers, or 20 million viewers, which I don't know if I'll ever get to that point, but I think it'd be cool if I did. I'd love to be able to meet other creators. I'd love to be able to meet like-minded people who also love art or just love to express themselves and be silly, and but you know, also be kind and respect other people. I would say I kind of am a loner though, but I'm not even upset about that. I kind of like being a loner because, I don't know, you don't have to worry about any drama or any extra stuff that's just unnecessary. So I'm straight up chilling, and I like it like that. A little bit about me, if you want to know. I don't really like going to clubs or parties or anything like that. I do love to rap, and I rap about silly stuff, or, you know, rap about having chains sometimes, or rapping about big booty women, which, don't get me wrong, you know, I mean, come on, I ain't the only one. But also, I'm not out here partying anymore. I used to go to a couple parties, you know, been to a couple bars, but that's not really my scene, man. That's not really my scene. You know, that's more of Jade the Illest. When I'm rapping and stuff, I kind of get into that groove, but that's really a persona. So, I mean, I do rap about true stuff, or sometimes I rap about how I actually am feeling, but like I said, I'm not, you know, I'm not a club goer, I'm not a partier. I just want to live a peaceful life and, you know, have a beautiful family, and I don't know, man. I just want to be chill. That's it. Just want to have a chill life. Although, if I did ever become famous or something, I would want to do good. I would want to actually go out there and help people. And I'm not saying like just donate to charities. I would if I know exactly where the money's going. Like if I know the money for a fact is going to be actually helping people, then of course I'll do it. People or animals, of course, or just the planet in general. Then I wouldn't mind. But if I had that much money, I would pay myself, like straight up out of pocket. Kind of how Mr. Beast does. For example, when he went somewhere, I want to say Africa. I could be wrong though, but he went there, and in a village, I think in a few villages actually, and he paid for them to have, you know, drillers come in, these big drillers, to get them fresh water, and which was absolutely amazing. That's what I want to do. Stuff like that. People who actually need the help, you know, especially people here in America, people who are actually struggling, and mothers and fathers who are working their buns off and are also trying to support their babies. I don't have any kids, but I can only imagine how hard that is, you know. Whew. So I'd want to help whoever I can. Homeless people, of course. And I think one idea I think would be cool is like abandoned malls. I feel like we should turn those into maybe a homeless shelter. I mean, you got a food court in there. Obviously, if it's abandoned, it's not going to be up and running. But, hello, that's what people with all this cash can be doing. Why not restore it? Why just tear it down? You know, tear it down and then build a new company that we don't really need? No, just redo the inside, like fix the roof, fix the floors, the ceilings, whatever, and make it habitable for people who truly need it. I don't know, man. That's just my opinion, and if I had that type of money, that's what I would want to do with it. I'd want to help recovering addicts as well. And that's something I want to mention too, is that life is already hard enough, you know. And no matter who you are, it definitely does not help when people are just rude or judgmental. I've always wondered that too. Like, what truly goes through a bully's mind, right? What truly goes through their mind? Do they just not care? Do they just not think about it at all? How cruel they could be? It seriously boggles my mind. I had this one kid in school. Well, let me back up by saying I have something called PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome. Basically, I have cysts on my ovaries. And so that does cause like excessive hair growth. It's basically like your menstrual cramps and stuff are really, really bad. Sometimes your menstrual cycle is, bad or heavy or, stuff like that. So when I was a kid in 6th grade, sorry, that is my laundry letting us know it's done. My Lord. Okay, now that that's done. So anyway, I was in like 6th grade and I had hair on my arms, like pretty bad. And I was already insecure about it, which is mainly the reason I wore hoodies and long sleeve shirts all the time. Now I don't really care because who are you to judge? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, there was this kid, not gonna say his name, but he would pick on me about that stuff. And this dude was fairly smaller than me, so like, again, who are you to judge, right? So it's just like, who cares, dude? But he would always pick on me about it. And that was in the 6th grade. So the next year we would be transitioning into the junior high school. So I just let it, I just let him keep saying it until I got so bothered by it, because I realized if I don't say anything, if I do not stick up for myself right now, he's gonna keep doing it. And then who knows, is he gonna get other people in on it and have more people pick on me about it? So what I did was grabbed him by his shirt and I said, listen, if you do not leave me alone and stop picking on me, next year when we get into the junior high, I'm going to shove you into a locker. And I was dead serious. I was so over it. And so I didn't harm him or anything. I was just letting him know, listen, I'm sick of your shit. So leave me alone. And wouldn't you know, man, the first day we start junior high, so school ended, summer break happened, whatever. We walk into the school first day with our parents, touring the school. Once you know, I come around the corner, see that same dude, he looks at me and he goes, oh, hey, what's up, Jade? Smiling and all nice to me. Because you remembered what I said, and that I was dead serious was gonna do it. And kid never picked on me again. That's something I had to learn too throughout school. That's why I never really cared what people thought after that, pretty much. Because people are gonna talk. They're gonna do a whole lot of this. Not just in elementary, not just in junior high, not just in high school. They're gonna do it all the time, no matter how old you are. Sometimes these people, like I just said, are just gonna keep doing it and keep doing this until you finally stand up for yourself and you're like, listen, this is what's gonna happen if you don't leave me alone. And hey man, you don't even have to yell. You don't even have to scream. I think that's what gets them the most, is when you're calm about it. You're like, listen man, keep messing with me and you're not gonna like the outcome. And guess what? Most of the time, they're gonna leave you alone. And if they don't, that's when you have to reach out to external sources. But it's very important to stick up for yourself. And like I said, you don't have to hit nobody. You don't have to yell or scream. You just let them know what's up. And a lot of the time, they're just running their mouth. So they're probably not gonna do nothing. But once you stand up for yourself and you're like, yo, they'll show you that they're not about that life. And they're gonna leave you alone. Because you showed them that you are about that life. Listen, like, I am mostly love, peace, chill. Because that's all I want. That's just the life I want. And that is who I am. I just want to be chill, be peaceful, be happy. Like, leave me alone, right? But the thing is, if someone's gonna keep nagging, keep trying to put you down, at a certain point, if you don't say nothing, this is how I look at it. If I'm not saying nothing, then at that point I'm disrespecting myself. And guess what? You already started disrespecting me, and it's not gonna hit inside. I'm not gonna start now acting like you and disrespecting myself. That ain't gonna fly. So, yeah, started sticking up for myself. And a lot of people left me alone. It's like, good. I don't want to hang out with y'all anyway. Like, y'all can be fake over there and talk your crap and then go hang out with the same people. Man, that's something else too. Even as kids in high school, even as adults, bro, you got people who will sit there and hang out with you, and you know what they do? They're doing this again. They're talking crap about this person, talking crap about that person, and they're all spilling this on you. And then what do they want to do? They want to try to be close with you. Why though? So they can gain information on you, so they can get dirt on you. So all those people they were just talking crap about to you, they're about to go hang out with them and be friends with them, post pictures with them on Facebook. Man, I thought you didn't like that person. Now you're hanging out with them and you're talking all this smack. So what business of mine are you telling them? Shady as hell. Shady as hell. That's why I don't mess with nobody, man. Like, if you're gonna talk smack about people to me, people that I don't even know, and then you go out and hang out with them people, I don't want to be your friend anymore. I don't want to hang out with you. Because, like, you're trying to get the scoop in my life so then you can have something to talk about with your buddies. Again, something I will never understand. I'm just trying to think of what else I want to talk about. What can I say? What can I say? Oh yeah, I think that is part of why I loved rapping and being Jade the Illest. Because, you know what? Honestly, I don't think that I'm the best fucking rapper there is. Of course I'm not. I don't have no hits. You know, I don't have no Grammy. Whatever. But I will say that I am confident. I am confident in myself. Even if I post a shit rap. Or if I post raps that are cringy. Guess what? I know that people are going to think they're cringy. But you know what? I don't care. Because I'm doing it for my own amusement. It's something I like to do. And just because somebody don't like it doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing it. Hell no. Although it is funny though, because I have not wrote a rap in a while. But it's not about anything like that. It's just because I'm working. You know, I got shit to do, bills to pay. And that comes first in my eyes. Making money. Supporting myself, trying to save up. But yeah. But I think that, you know, becoming Jade the Illest and rapping helps me feel better about myself, and then also makes me feel better about saying F you to any haters. And you'll hear me talk about that in my raps too, about haters. Because it's true, man. They're everywhere. It's so ridiculous. These people have nothing else better to do than to hate on you. Why? Because they're not happy in their own life. So they have to try to make you feel how they feel, which is not good. And you know what? That's why I never felt bad about being confident. When I walked into school, you know, there might have been people bigger than me. There might have been people who have nicer clothes than me. Brand new shoes that I don't have. Even though sometimes I did. Be walking in with Vans. Be walking in with Converse. Whatever. My point is, there were people there who looked more fly than me. Talked more articulate than me. But I didn't give a shit about none of that. I still walked in that bitch like I was the baddest one in there. Because that's what you gotta do, man. That's what you gotta do. Even if you don't feel like you're the greatest, even if you don't feel like you're the coolest motherfucker in there, walk like it. Talk like it, man. You know, be like a cool version of yourself. And you will start to feel it internally. And then you'll truly start to believe it. And then you won't even think about it. You'll just be walking with that swagger. And ain't nobody gonna mess with you. That's the way I've pretty much always been. Like, yeah, I have anxiety. I talked about it before. I worked on that a lot, which got a whole lot better. But even then, someone might have said something that bothered me and kind of got me in my feels for a minute. But I was always back on my bullshit. In a good way, though, of course. Back to feeling like, what you gonna do? What you gonna say? I'm Jade the illest, bro. That shit ain't gonna change. I am who I am. Like, and you can't be me. That's the greatest thing. You can't be me. And I got something else that's funny that I would like to mention. People would be copying me, bro. Like, straight up. Like, they would see how confident I am, and then they would be like try to take what I got. Meaning, I would dye my hair. Guess what? Girl next to me ends up dyeing her hair the same exact color. I get my nails done. This girl gets her nails done like the next day. I get a tattoo. They gotta get a tattoo in the same spot. Or just very close to when I got mine. Always something. Always something. But guess what? They ain't rapping like me. They ain't posting videos like me. See? But that's why you gotta watch out too. Because people will see what you got. They'll see how confident you are. And they're so jealous about it because they can't be like that. That they try to knock you down. And try to take that away from you. And that's something about me too. Is that you can't do that, bro. Because I'm chilling. You want to be Jade the illest? You want to rap like Jade the illest? You want to be confident like Jade the illest? It ain't gonna happen, bro. If you're a hater, it's not gonna happen. But if you're somebody who genuinely deserves it, someone who deserves to feel good about themselves, someone who deserves to feel confident, then I say go for it. But also, have your own style, man. You know, be yourself. Be a leader. Don't be a follower. Do your own thing. Dress your own way. Like, yeah, maybe someone already did it before, but also put your own spin on the shit. Like coloring, for example. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they might have did it this way. Drew this shit. But you're putting your own spin on it by coloring it however the hell you want to. That's how you gotta play life. Yeah, people already did the shit. But guess what? You're coming in fresh. You're coming in new, and you're putting a whole new spin on it. Hey, man. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. I don't know. Maybe I'm not the best person to give advice. Shit, maybe I am. But I don't know. Do what you want. Don't let people tell you what to do. Don't let bullies tell you what to do. And that's another thing too, like, I know I always be saying that, so like, ignore that part. But all these trends and stuff, I've never really hopped on that. I just can't do it. Like, if a brand new movie comes out and everyone is hyping that shit up, guess what? I'm probably not gonna watch that shit until it's like 4 years later and the shit died down. Then I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. But when everyone's hype about it, it just, I'm not interested. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like that. Also, I really love, I know this is random, but I really love, let me back up, jeez. My style is I love wearing beanies. I love wearing bandanas. I love wearing hoodies. And definitely kicks. Fresh kicks. Bro, if I had that kind of money, you'd be seeing me in J's like all the time. I'd be wearing J's all the time. I always said I wanted a pair of J's, and guess what? I never got a pair. But now that I'm making some cash, ooh-wee, you already know what it is. At some point, you're gonna see me rocking some new kicks, some new J's. Then I'll be singing that song, J's on my feet. J's on my feet, you know. Whatever. J's on my feet. Yeah, that's gonna be me, bitch. I hope. And I feel like that is also important, is to treat yourself sometimes. Like, yeah, I know nowadays people ain't got a lot of extra cash because of inflation and gas prices. Oh my God, are ridiculous. Groceries. 1 week of groceries is like $200. And that is a couple, like my boyfriend and I, 0 kids. And that's mainly just our lunches for work. The fuck? So my point is, you should save like $20 a week, $10 a week, $15 a week, whatever you can afford, and just save that up. And then when a day comes when you got a little bit, you know, just enough to do something, go treat yourself. Go get your nails done. Go get your hair done. Go get it cut. Go see a movie. You know, something. You gotta be able to treat yourself, even if it's just a little bit. You don't really eat fast food that often because you know it's bad for you, but you're like craving a burger and you got a few extra dollars. Bro, go get a fucking burger. Like, you ain't gotta be with all this trendy stuff. Impossible Burger, never had it, bro. Never had it. But you know what I did have? The Big King. The Big King. That burger is so big, dude. I could barely even finish it. But guess what? I was treating myself. So I did finish it. I did actually finish it. But I ain't even mad about it because, like I said, sometimes you gotta just do you. And those were just a couple examples. I'm saying treat yourself to whatever makes you happy. Like I said, brand new pair of kicks. Maybe get some new makeup. Maybe get, you know, just paint your nails at home if you don't want to pay $60 for a full set. Do that shit at home. Another place that I love to go, even though I didn't previously mention a place, it's because I'm tired, but the thrift shop, dude. Straight up, the thrift shop. You can find some good finds. You can find some good finds there. Cheap as hell. I love going to the thrift shop. And that is something about me that'll probably never change either. Like, if I did ever become rich or have a lot of cash, whatever, bro, you'd still see me going to the thrift shop. Why? Because I love that shit. Like, what do you want me to say? The thrift shop is where it's at. First of all, you should also donate there too. And I have over the years. I've always had like either clothes I didn't want anymore or toys when I was a kid. And we would donate it. Either pass it down to family members or family friends. Or exactly the fucking thrift shop. The Salvation Army. That's awesome. I love that. I think more people should do that. But yeah. I've always thought about building a tiny home. I'm sorry I'm kind of all over the place, but I think I might have ADHD or some shit. I don't know. Something that's undiagnosed. But because I just keep going from topic to topic and probably not even finishing what I was saying before. Man, it is what it is. But yeah, a tiny home, dude. I think that would be the coolest thing ever. That's all I want. I just want a little piece of land. I want to become a good gardener and grow my own veggies and all that. And maybe have some like chickens and maybe some goats. I don't know. Something. Kind of living off the land type stuff. But I always picture like a tiny home. But obviously not so cramped where you can't do nothing or you feel claustrophobic. I'm talking tiny home, but big enough to move around and not have stuff be an inconvenience. Maybe use some like solar panels or something. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, I think that would be pretty dope. Also, shout out to farmers. Again, with the randomness. But still, they be doing a lot of work. I live out in the country, so I see that stuff. I see farmers out there every day, and dang. Could you imagine being out there in the hot ass sun? Like all day, every day, especially summertime. Woo! That sun do be getting hot. But seriously, farmers and truckers, 100%. They're really what helps make the world go round. Like them eggs that you got at the store. Farmer. How you think it got to the store? Truckers. Exactly, bro. Whatever. I might just be going off on a little tangent here. But at the same time, I'm chilling. So if you don't like it, then just click off the video. You ain't gotta watch it. Fuck. Alright. Enough about that. Should I have like a Twitch account? Should I do Twitch? I know some of my family members and my boyfriend even, they all got like Twitch, but I've never really heard of it before I got with my boyfriend. Didn't even know it was a thing, which is probably sad if you're listening to this and you do go on Twitch. But I just want to be able to go live and expand my audience. I don't even care about the cash or whatever. I just want to be able to make videos for people to enjoy. Whether it's sitting here talking to you like this and just coloring. Even though at the moment, like, you can't see what I'm coloring, but because I'm recording it on my phone. But still, I feel like if I started growing a bigger audience, I'd be able to focus and spend some more time doing this type of stuff and put more energy into it by getting better camera, better setup. Because right now I'm kind of just winging it, but I think it's still getting the job done. Am I right? I don't know. But seriously though, thank you to the people who do watch my videos. That is awesome. I truly appreciate it. This one is super long, and it's gonna be even longer because I'm not finished coloring. So you could always come back and check it out, or not finish it, whatever. It's up to you, I guess. But I'm still going. So if you're still here, what up? One thing I probably won't talk about though, when it comes to even just right now when I don't have a huge audience or fans or whatever, don't have a lot of fans, one thing I'm not going to talk about is political stuff, just because everybody got their own opinion. I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. I don't want to offend people. I just want to be freaking peaceful and color and make mukbang videos, you know. Although I do see what's happening in the world right now, and unfortunately it is very upsetting. But we won't get into too much detail about that, because coloring is supposed to be chill and not stressful. And if we talk about that, it's gonna be stressful. You already know. If you're a human who lives on planet Earth, you know what the hell is going down. So I'm chilling. Just try to, you know, live my day-to-day life. Not really ignore what's going on, but also not go into depth too much, because you don't know who feels a certain way about what. And that's the thing too, is I feel like people just be arguing too much. Like, why can't we all just agree to disagree and have it just be like that? There don't need to be no war. There don't need to be no war. There don't need to be no killing and stuff. I wish people would just get along. But I understand that obviously it's not as simple as that, which we probably all wish it was. But, you know, like I said before, if you're not harming anybody and you're not harming yourself, do what you gotta do, man. Chill and live your life and just try to do the best for you. Try to do what's best for your family, and yeah. Just be kind, respectful, peaceful. Spread love and positivity as much as you can. I just truly feel like I cannot stress that enough. Some people just don't get it, and they'll be rude forever. but, you know, we can't change people. Can't change people's minds, usually. Sometimes there are people who, you know, will stop in their tracks and realize that they were an asshole or that they've done wrong. And they will change their ways, which is awesome. So good for those people. But for the people who will never see what they're doing is wrong, that's when it's time for you to just move on and let them be themselves. Because if you can't get through to them and the situation is harming you or people you love, yeah, it's time to GTFO. I might not do a background on this one, just because it is almost an hour into this video already. So I'm just gonna quickly go through and do some finishing touches. It might be a little disappointing because I'm not doing a background, so it's not gonna look as good as it potentially could. But that's alright. I think we've had a good convo. And yeah, I think this would make for a good video. Hopefully you guys will comment and hang out with me, or if you see this, maybe you can color too. If you got some time to do that, that'd be cool. Oh yeah, gotta color in the little alien dudes. Yo, that's another thing too. I love talking about conspiracy theories, and I love talking about aliens. Do I think that we're alone in this universe? Absolutely not. I feel like the Big Bang, of course nowadays everything's a conspiracy theory, but let's say, you know, the Big Bang happened, okay? And we were all created at once. Or all the planets or whatever were created. Man, the mind cannot even comprehend how big the universe is, first of all, because it's forever expanding. So we would never know what that even means. Like, I'm drawing a blank as we speak. But no, I think out of all the planets that are throughout the entire universe, and we're just this tiny speck that is in one galaxy upon a crazy amount of other galaxies, you think we the only one that's alive and has like has a conscience? You must be tripping if you think we're the only ones out there who can think like this, talk like this. Part of me feels like, what if the aliens actually look exactly like us? Right? Because they're made from the same shit. If we were all part of the Big Bang and like that's how we got here or whatever. I get evolution and all that shit, but how do you know that there wasn't evolution on another planet that turned out exactly how we did, you know? What if there were dinosaurs that still exist on another planet? That'd be wild. I'm not saying that's what I truly believe. I'm just saying, what if? Because we don't know, man. And if you think you know, then why don't we travel to the planet that you went to figure all this out in the first place? Oh, you didn't? Exactly. So you don't know for sure. Okay, cool. Did you go to another galaxy? Did you No, exactly. Okay, cool. So we can all have our own opinions and we can all just guess, since we're probably never gonna find out. Unless the aliens are like, wow, let's travel to this one specific spot on this specific planet. I don't know, man. There's a lot that goes into it, I think. Would I like to meet an alien and be like, yo, what up? Yes. If it was not gonna harm me or anything, and it was gonna be chill like me, then of course I would chill with an alien. But then who knows, it might end up like that movie Paul situation and have the Govy try to get you. Like, wow. I get it to a certain degree, because maybe the aliens could be like a potential threat. But what if they're just curious like us? We don't own this planet. We were put on here. This planet was already here so long before humans were even thought of, man. So what makes us think we have the right to do whatever we want to the planet, I'm saying? I don't know. I think I'm talking too much. Now, when it comes to like lizard people and shit, and people saying that, oh my god, celebrities are clones and all this crazy type of stuff, I think it just goes too far. Lizard people? Bro, the only lizard people I remember is from the movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas with Johnny Depp. That was so trippy, first of all. But I don't think it's like that. I don't think lizard people are real. I think there's lizards, and then there's people. Do I think there's lizard people? Hell no, bro. I think that is your imagination going too far. But also, again, who knows, man? Who knows? So I'm gonna just be a human and live my human life and just color and shit. And I'm gonna keep to myself. Alright, I got one more little alien to color in, and then I think I'm chilling for the night. Maybe I'll watch a movie or something. I don't know. It is getting pretty late. But also I do work the night shift, so I'm used to being up crazy hours. Alright, one more little alien dude now. And then I'll show you my progress. And once I am done, I will try to post a picture in the comments. I don't know how it works on YouTube, if I can post a picture in the comments or whatever, but I know I can on Facebook, and I will be posting this to both platforms. Alright. So that's what we got so far. It can be unfinished. It's alright. I am kind of tired. But I have been talking a lot. So whatever, man. I hope everybody has a chill night or chill day whenever you decide to watch this video. If you even have the time, since it's an hour long. But yeah. Always leave a comment, like my video, heart it, share it, whatever. Any of those things showing that you support me, support my videos, my YouTube channel, whatever, is greatly appreciated. So, yeah. exactly. Just chill, be nice, be kind, and peace.